Hey guys, all right, we're back here at the ISA show in the Georgia World Congress Center in Atlanta, Georgia, and we are interviewing right now a good friend of ours, Tracy, from Tube Light Corporation, Tube Light Denko now, right?
Tube Light Denko, yeah, we merged with Denko about a year ago.
Very cool.
And so we've got a national presence, a larger footprint,
yep,
and able to get supplies from across the country, have a good source of supplies, just a better overall presence of different products.
That's
and
great.
Yeah, can take care of the customer.
When I first started business in 1984, we would go down to Tube Light and we would buy lettering quills. We'd buy one-shot paint. We'd buy, was it Nasdar inks for your silk screening and stuff like that?
Yep.
And obviously neon supplies, all that kind of crazy stuff. So we've been dealing with these guys forever.
Since we started in the industry.
Yeah, it's crazy. So at the show today, for all these people out there that couldn't make it to the show, we want you to show us what you guys are featuring here at the show. You know, what's new.
Okay.
Can you show us something?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a walk at, we can start right here with the printer. We got Mamaki CJV 330-160. It has some new features. It does vertical cutting on this, so as it's coming off, it's able to actually cut out your
nice.
and trim them off as it's coming off.
That's super nice.
From a production standpoint, if you want to have a little platform or jig here, just to have them fall off as you're doing multi-run prints.
So it's cutting vertical and horizontal?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Wow.
So you're saving a step for our production guy.
Yeah, the vertical you can set in when you set it up, and it stays put. You know, and so you can adjust that. And then it will do a trim cut also. So depending on your size of your image, you can move that vertical sheet cutter in place and just leave it there through the whole
looks like it's got a real good image on that thing too, man. All right.
Prints beautifully.
Check out the Mamaki JV330, guys. All right, what else you got?
All right, here's the next printer. We've got the Roland TrueViz VG3540. It's a beautiful printing printer.
Yeah, looks nice.
Yeah, the TrueViz inks are phenomenal. You really get some good color pop with the inks. You've got multiple ink configurations here. This one is set up with orange and green ink, which really gives it that really nice pop. Yeah. You can see how the greens really pop on this. Top speed is in a banner mode is about 327 square feet an hour.
That's fast.
So it's a fast printer, but this is a printer cutter, so it also cuts
as well. Right.
It has an optional heating element if you wanted to just run banner material. Then you might need a heat assist on there. Otherwise, it dries as it's coming off.
Yeah, I mean, those colors are really super bright. Is this latex ink?
This is eco-solvent. So it is eco-solvent. You have a very little odor. It's still environmentally friendly. You don't need to ventilate. Prints beautifully.
Yeah, so when we first started, we had the Muto solvent-based machines, and that made the place smell like a body shop. It was crazy.
You don't have any odor. You notice you don't smell anything right now. So
not at all. So the companies that are making these printers are taking the environment into consideration and making them more.
Exactly. They're making them more, just environmentally friendly.
Yeah.
But yet still durable, still dries very quick.
The colors are beautiful.
Yeah, and still excellent scratch resistance. You can't even as it's coming off the printer, you can't really. You'd have to tear the vinyl before you can get that off of there. So really nice print.
All right. So what else are you excited about that you'd like to show us?
Well, really excited about Next LED and their Stax modular EMC unit. So let's go take a look.
Displays.
Oh yeah,
awesome. All right.
Let's
take a surprise here at the show.
Sir.
These guys got everything in this booth. All right, so I'm real excited about seeing this next product, right, Rick? Because this is Next LED. Guys that we just met a little while ago, but the technology that they have in their LED boards is next level kind of stuff. It's stuff that makes it so simple and so easy that everybody should have been doing this the whole time along, and we're real excited to show you guys this product.
We are going to be installing one of these within the next week or 2 weeks maybe.
Yep, and if you guys are lucky, we'll be showing you that on the episode too, so you can see the actual installed product. Anyway, we got the CEO of the company here, Luke.
Hey, Dale.
My name's Dale. This is my business partner, Rick.
Hi,
What's up, Rick?
Nice to meet you.
Luke, I'm here with Cale Kropa.
Cale,
good to see you.
All right. So,
nice to meet you.
Tell us about your business, where you guys are located, how long you've been in business, and then tell us about the board.
Right on. Next LED, Wichita, Kansas. We've been in business for 11 years now. We've been doing indoor and outdoor digital displays for a long time.
Yep.
And we've been following the technology pretty much on the trend for the last 10 years. This new product that we've got, which we're going to get into today, is a new way to look at sign companies installing and delivering great quality products to their customers.
Yeah.
Super excited about what it can do for the sign companies that are reselling this product, but more importantly, the end users who are getting it and how they can use that to turn ROI and generate more business for what they're doing.
Exactly, and we had a demonstration in our shop with you. You guys came by, they showed us the product, and we were blown away. It almost like, we've been doing this for a hell of a long time, right? But it's always been kind of confusing, you know? It's like a little bit difficult to wrap your head around how LED full color boards work, even being in this industry that long. But when you guys were done spending a couple hours with us, I felt like I had a whole new lease on. I understand these boards, because you guys took it and made it very simple, and it's kind of like how it should have been all along, right?
Yeah, we want this product to be simple, sellable, and supported.
What makes it different? What's different about it than a typical board? I know that the millimeter of the boards have come drastic improvements, right, over the years, because when we first started, it was 25 millimeter. Now, millimeter is how far the pixels of the LEDs are away from each other, right?
Correct.
So the smaller the number, the closer the pixels are, and the tighter, more concise, better image that you have, right?
The higher resolution.
Higher resolution, yeah, exactly.
15 years ago, we were looking at like 25 millimeter, 20 millimeter, so very, very low pixel matrix signs that could do good things, but only if you had really large signs.
Right.
Now that we've moved down towards the 10 millimeter, 9 millimeter, 8 millimeter, 6 millimeter range, the resolution's improving. And so that's phenomenal for businesses to be able to show video, graphic design, get more message across with what they're doing with their content. But man, what really makes this different is how we're putting this thing together. So let's dive in. Let's take a look at it.
All right. Let's go around the back of this thing here real quick. The front side's pretty, but the back side's where all the magic happens, right?
That's right. So all of our displays are built up off of modules. Rectangular modules, we have a 1 foot by 2 foot wide module. That's how all of the products that you're seeing in the marketplace are built. But what we've got here is a frame. We've got a 1 foot by 2 foot frame. We've got a 2 foot by 4 foot frame that are interchangeable.
Okay.
And that allows a sign company like yourself to assemble this frame in your shop and put these modules in with these clasps to put it together yourself. So now you're fabricating and building this sign yourself. You're not having another manufacturer build it for you.
It gives us a lot more options on the size of a board. You know, before there were specific sizes. You wanted a 4x8, you probably get like a 46 by 92 or something.
So we're working with 1 foot, 2 foot exact measurements.
And there's always frames around our stuff too, right? On the front side. So it looks like
this
is
has
pretty
a nice
much edge to edge.
And that gives you as a fabricator the ability to incorporate this into your sign in your shop a lot easier and make it look tight.
Exactly. Okay, so these and us, this framework thing with these modules, us to build it in house is huge. Not only for the fact of we're not waiting a whole bunch of time for a company to build our board and then it gets here and we just go put it up. We're actually involved in the actual fabrication of this board, which allows our guys to get this technology around in their heads better. You know, right? And tell me, like, what do you do once you put the frame in? You snap these panels in, and then
so it takes one person about 12 minutes to assemble a 4x8 sign.
I'm dying. What? No
and so
way.
After they put the frames together and they attach the modules, then you're going to hook up to our controller box. This is the brains of the operations. You're going to hook that up to the first module, and then you're going to connect them all in a chain system.
You're like daisy chaining them.
Daisy chain.
Right.
And we're going to use these automotive grade cablings to connect each module.
That's it. It just pops in there.
Yep.
And this one cable goes to here, then this one goes to that one, and this is just this one cable is all that you need to transfer that data to this panel.
So I come from the custom electric sign industry. Before we started Next, I was building signs, I was servicing signs, and I worked on some of the first generational products with digital signs. And so I felt the pain when it came to service because I was a service tech. So everything that we've done in our design is to make not only the face of the product look great, but the experience of the sign company who's putting it together and servicing it in the future as easy as possible. So when you look at this right here, you've got a module and you've got a cable.
That's it.
That's it. And we do repairs by replacement. We're not asking you to diagnose anything. If anything goes wrong with this, we're sending you a new module overnight. You've got the cable, you got a new module. You switch it out, and we remotely make it work.
Great.
You kind of touched on this before about staying up with the new technology. So you have the cellular technology, the troubleshooting, minute by minute troubleshooting.
Yeah, so the Internet of Things, or IoT, is alive and well in the sign industry now. All of our displays have a cellular router. We include lifetime cellular service with every purchase, the life of the display. And so we can remotely, from my phone or a desktop, I can connect to all the 1,000+ signs that we have across the country right here.
What?
That's amazing.
It's a good thing that your face doesn't work on this, right?
It's great. And this is a huge thing, guys, to be able to, so what he's saying is, when something could potentially go wrong with a board, or panel goes out, or lightning strike, whatever the heck crazy thing's gonna happen to that board, you guys know it, like right away, because you guys are scanning and have the accessibility of every sign that you've ever produced right here in your phone, in your laptop, or whatever.
Yeah.
So you know that the sign, something went wrong with the sign. So what do you do? What do you do at that point? You call us.
Yeah.
And you
Either
say,
we
hey,
call you, or we call the end user to confirm, the customer that owns it. With a photograph and with the technology, we know exactly what the problem is. We tell you what to go fix. We ship you the part. And here's the best part, it's one trip. You're not going out to diagnose it. We're sending you the part, you're gonna get that customer up, because we want that sign up and running as fast as possible.
Right, or you're not gonna wait for us to go get the dead part, send it to you, and then send us a new one. We're swapping it out the first time we go there.
That's how it's been for years. That's how it's been for years. So
you were a service guy.
Your board goes down, and then you gotta go grab the piece, send it back, and get it fixed, send it back here, put it. So now all of a sudden, the client's board is down for 2 damn weeks, right? Yeah. They're losing all of that.
Yeah, I was going to say, Dale, I mean, him being in the field from the get-go, little things that, you know, they're not big cost things, but like this is what, a 7-cent part? 7-cent part. It's a carabiner. Why would you need that? Why would you need that?
In case something busts loose there, or if you're putting it in and you
you're 40 foot up on a pole.
Before you're
40 foot up on a pole, and you don't want to drop a $600 part, right?
Right.
So you clip it, right? A lot of people say, my gosh.
Take it off of there and clip it.
The board, the brain box, the controller's huge, but it's on purpose. We want people to be able to slide it out and get into it, okay? So that's an optional piece, but this is because we've had feedback from sign shops say, can you make something that makes it easy to get into?
And that's super important. That's the great thing about what they just said, and we've been pushing this with Square Coil and some of our other partners that we've seen out here this weekend, that the service part of the product is almost as important as the product itself. And these guys are willing to listen to the end users, the sign shops that are out there saying, hey, you know, this is great, but if you could slide this brain box out, that would be so much better, and it gives them the access. And the fact that there's the egos in the sign industry are dropped, and these guys are willing to work with those guys that are actually buying the product is huge right now. And to go back to the time frame, when you find a module that's out or something like that, along with the distributor, our partners Tube Light Denko, that actually has those panels. So if we get a call in the morning, we can have that part delivered from Tube Light, and that sign can be fixed the same day. And that's pretty crazy, because it just doesn't happen in this side of the industry, you know. So that, I think that's a huge thing.
And that's the partnership between us, the end user, us, the distributor, and the manufacturer. All of us have our part to play in it. We all work together, and we can fix it in one day, dude.
Man, and it's revolutionary, right? And our clients are going to be thrilled by it, you know. I mean, obviously, hopefully nothing ever happens, but when it does, it can be a very limited nuisance. It doesn't have to be my damn, you know, my $100,000 sign is completely down for 3 weeks, or you know, you got a big black square or some crazy things going on with the LED board, and it's on a Lazy Boy furniture store. That's the last thing he wants to go have that sitting there for 2 weeks, because it makes them look like they're going out of business, you know, or something's happening. It's just not a good, you know, thing. So
Dale, the same thing goes for the actual distribution of the product from the get-go, not just the service side. So our lead times are as fast as you can get it from Tube Light Denko, the distributor.
You're killing me. We ordered 2 3x8 boards week before last. Terry called us up before we came to the show and said, hey, your panels are ready to roll. I'm like, dude, it's been a week. It's been a week.
Well, see, they just started stocking them too. Once they have their stock built up, it'll be immediate. When you want us to deliver them.
Great stuff, man. It's really great. Thank you guys for taking the time with us and showing us your amazing product. I can't wait to get that board up. We'll be talking to you guys soon. Yes, sir.
All right, so here we are. We're at the 2022 ISA Sign Expo. And I finally got away from Dale. We have Terry here from Tube Light Denko, who's going to show us some new technology that I'm really interested in. So what do we have here, Terry?
So what we have here is we have our new corn cob fixtures, which replaces the old HID technology.
Yes.
We also have one that actually you can direct a different light. So the 100 watt corn cob will replace a 400 watt HID. And it's got about a 4 times the life length of an HID bulb.
Wow. And what about the power draw?
About a 1/10.
Yeah. You see, and that's some old technology that we used to use to light signs. They were really hot. They burned a lot of juice, and you had to replace them quite often.
That's right. Now, when you get into the parking lot fixtures, replacing them with an LED, you can actually direct the light. Now, you know the dark skies organizations that really fuss about the spillover of light.
Right. When we're working by the coast putting up signs and lights, we have regulations about how far out that light can go because of the sea turtle issue.
Exactly. So this will actually direct the light, and you can stop it along a property line.
Wow.
The other thing that's nice about this for your end user is security purposes. With an HID bulb, you're going to get your blues, your greens, your browns under that HID light. They're all going to look the same.
Oh, right.
Under a security camera with this type of light, it's going to pick out if that's a blue car, if it's a green car. So it really helps on the security side.
Very cool. Yep, that's very good. Thank you very much, Terry. See, that's why you come to the ISA Sign Expo. Our partners like Tube Light Denko here, they show us all the newest technology, and it gives you a lot more options on what you're going to do when you get back home. Thank you very much,
Thank
Terry.
you, Rick. We
nice
appreciate
talking
it.
to you, my friend.
Yep.